All right, women's Sweet 16 cocktail time. Now there's gonna be a decent amount of overlap between this drink and the men's drink from yesterday, but I think there's enough differences in the bottles that have still survived in the women's bracket for this to feel like its own unique drink. So similar sort of thing, we're gonna do this in a blender drink as basically a tiki drink, and we are going to do a ½ ounce of all of these bottles, starting off with ½ ounce of apple brandy for UConn, ½ ounce of gold rum for UNC, ½ ounce of Mezcal for Notre Dame, and ½ ounce of vodka for Vanderbilt. Moving on to our next region, we've got ½ ounce of Allspice Dram for UCLA, ½ ounce of the very powerful cherry Heering for Minnesota, ½ ounce of Malibu for Duke, and ½ ounce of Pomegranate Liqueur for LSU. 2 dashes of Angostura Bitters for Texas, 2 dashes of Lavender Bitters for Kentucky, ½ ounce of Aquavit for Louisville, ½ ounce of Cuc-mint Gin for U of M, ½ ounce of Demerara syrup for South Carolina, ½ ounce of maple syrup for Oklahoma, ½ ounce of Domaine de Canton for TCU, and ½ ounce of Germain for the underdog Virginia. All right, I'm gonna go add some ice, blend this up, and then I'll be right back. All right, all blended up, and once again, it looks like absolute dog water, so it is going in the closest thing I have to a tiki mug, this wonderful German stein that I got in Disney World. So just gonna pour that all in there. All right, and we're gonna give this a try. Now, this drink has no acid in it, unlike the men's drink, which had all of that key lime juice in it to really kind of cut the sweetness. So very interested to see how this one turns out. Let's give it a try. Whoa, what is that? The cherry Heering is still kind of the through line that flavors are building off of. This one, it's like the Mezcal and the Aquavit are just kind of dogpiling on the cherry Heering and making it an even kind of like darker, richer, smokier kind of flavor and really just leaning into it. Yeah, I mean, it tastes crazy. Yeah, that syrupiness from the cherry Heering is still absolutely there. And the fact that we've added, Demerara syrup and maple syrup to it certainly isn't helping it feel any less syrupy, and we've got absolutely nothing to cut it with. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a very sweet drink, but I don't know if I'd actually call it a dessert drink because it's not approachable like a dessert drink would be. Like, this drink feels kind of evil, kind of like the original 64 bottle blend. This was a fun little experiment, and I look forward to seeing which of these teams and their respective bottles survive to the Final Four.